Hey, what's up guys? It's Bye here with another Rise of Kingdoms video. Today I will reveal with you guys my game plan for Zenith Power event. So first, let's talk about my chance of winning the event here. So as I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I could get up to like 45 million power. But can I win? Can I win in 1860 with 45 million power? Right. So first, let's go and take a look at let's go and take a look at the kingdom ranking. Or actually, let's go and look at the DN1 ranking for now. So just for DN1 ranking only, right? Because I'm in KvK right now, I don't have the list of like 1860 player only. So in DN1 only, we got Dark Cookie, Dark Brownie, Dark Oreo, right? So this guy, he will definitely going to take 3 spots in the next Zenith Power event. I don't think we have what it takes to beat him. So that 3 spot gone already. That gave us 7 spots left for whoever left in 1860 to compete. And this is just the list of like the people in DN1 only. Right, we have 2 other big alliances. A lot of people with 100 million power here, above 100 million power. A lot of big spender, lots of big spender. We have a 3 big alliance as well, right? So DN1 is not the only one. We also have a DNT. A lot of big player, a lot of big spender here as well. We got DNS, which is a new coming new immigrants here. Like, I'm not worried too much about DNS per se, because they just recently migrate in. So I think they might not have the resources, maybe, or they might have a lot of resources saving in their bag. So with that being said, right, with the list of player, with the list of all the player in actually, let me go back to my one of my farm account in home kingdom here. You can actually look at my resources as well in home kingdom. So this one in 1860 here. Let's take a look at the list of like the individual power in 1860 here, and I'll tell you guys what we are expecting. Okay. So here, back to my account. This is the account I have in my home kingdom, 1860, where I am farming gold only. Strictly gold only here, gold here, right? Everybody farming gold here. I have about 200 million gold on this account, which I can transfer when Zenith Power event kick in. Let's go to the ranking here. So individual power ranking, right? We got the top 3, right? Dark Cookie, Dark Brownie, Dark Oreo will most likely, right? 99% chance they are going to take the top 3 spot, or at least 3 spot. Maybe not top 3, but at least 3 spot is something I can definitely say for sure. So 7 spot gone. Darker Sand, he told me that he's not gonna be competing, which is good. Hey, thank you, Darker Sand. Right, he's not competing. Who knew? Right, I don't know. Like, this guy have a crazy amount of farmers, farm accounts. So he will most likely going to be competing here. Most likely. Pretty big player here, not that many deaths, but a lot of power, right? So most likely, right, we got a lot of other big player as well, right? We got UAE Hermes. This guy might compete, I think, right? I think big player, big spender. We got Dark Hupty. Dark Hupty, he also told me that he's going to be competing as well. A lot of player. JD probably. He might competing here. We got a lot of big player. We got a whole bunch of new player here from DNS as well. I don't know much info about them, to be honest. Fluffy, he said he doesn't have a resources anymore, so maybe he's not competing. But like, I think there are a lot of people in DN1 with a lot of resources. Where is Dervish? Where the heck is Dervish? Dark Chocolate is here, 108 million power. This one is also one of the account belonging to the big spender. A lot of big player here. So where is Dervish? Okay, Dervish. Where the heck is Dervish? How much power does Dervish has? Dervish is at what here? Oh, he only had 97 million power. So Dervish also told me that he's gonna be competing. He buying This guy is buying gold chests like crazy right now. He like, yo, I have a 12 days. He had 2 weeks to buy to buy our gold chest. So he is dropping a lot of money into the game right now as well. Just showing you guys a list of the player in 1860, right, to give you guys an idea of like what's the risk of me competing into the mightiest government event. Right, the risk is very high, I would say. Right. Um. So as I mentioned, the top 3 spot, or at least 3 spot, are going to be gone. So only 7 spot left. 7 spots left for everybody's. In 1860s, there could be some other big spender in other kingdom as well. But I think the top 10 will definitely go to 1860 kingdoms. So with me can go from like 45 million power up to I might stretch it out if I have to. I might be able to go up to even 50 million power if I have enough resources. So my chance. So we'll come down to it. What I think of my chance of winning. Like even with like 45 million power push, like we are talking. Right? I think there are some discussion and some talk in the kingdom chat right now that we are going to need around 50 million power minimum. We are going to need about 50 million power minimum here. So I would say, I honestly don't think that many players can push 50 million power, but I could be wrong. So I would say my chance of winning right now, get myself into top 10 is around 50%, right? So I would say there is like a pretty high risk for me to competing into this event. But then you might ask me, like, if there is like only 50% chance of me winning this Zenith Power event, then why am I competing? Why don't I wait more, right? I've mentioned many times before that patience is a key, right? Sometimes patience is a key, but sometimes in life, you have to be willing to take the risk. Okay, like without the willingness to taking some of the risk, you can never achieve greatness. Right, greatness coming from being able to or willing to take risks. When you see the opportunity, when you see your chance, and this is what I'm seeing right now with myself in this situation right here. Uh, with the skin, I would say probably one of the best skin in the game for infantry focused player, or if you're going to be using a lot of infantry commanders, I would say definitely gonna be one of the best city skin, and it is worth it. It is worth it for me to take the risk here. Um, so 50% chance of winning this event, right? So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if I fail? What if I train 45 million power and I still cannot achieve the city skin? What is my backup plan? Well, there is really no backup plan to be honest, but I do kind of have an alternative here, right? So my plan going into the Zenith Power event is that I am going to train a lot more archer. You'd be like, oh, why are you training an archer if you're going to go for like an infantry C skin? First of all, let's go and take a look at my troop composition here, right? I don't have a lot of archer right now. I do want to invest a little bit more on archer and a little bit more on cavalry as well, so that I can be a little bit more versatile when it comes to like Ark of Osiris. I can reinforce more structure. I can reinforce more rally. I don't need to spend a lot of like speed up on healing. And if if I do not, if I cannot win, if I cannot win the infantry C skin, I have another C skin in here, which is the Twilight Force, right? Skill damage plus 5%, and infantry attack minus 10% here. So my alternative, if I cannot win the upcoming Zenith Power event, is that I'm going to train a lot of archer, and I'm gonna be switching more. I'm gonna switching more focus on to playing archer, right? And I can use the other city skin, and I plan to switch to Ottoman very soon. Not like very soon. Ottoman Empire. I do plan to switch to Ottoman Empire in the near future. When I got my archer commanders kind of like decent, good enough. I need to have at least two strong archer marches before I make my switch to Ottoman. So like even if I cannot win the city skin, I still be able to gain quite a lot of power, right? Quite a lot of troops that I can use to either in KvK or to use in Ark of Osiris. And with me training more archer here, if things doesn't go well, I can definitely make my switch, transition from infantry to archer. Like I'm not gonna be completely, I'm not gonna be 100% archer player. I'm gonna be like a mixed player. I'll be running 2 infantry, 2 archer marches, and most likely going to be a cavalry marches. Or it could be like a three infantry marches and 2 archer marches as well. It's an option. Like, I am not giving up on infantry player. Okay, guys. There are still some very strong infantry commanders that I can utilize on the field. Um, so that is my kind of like backup plan. Why is that? Like that is my alternative route if I cannot win the Zenith Power event. I might cry a little bit, but it's okay. Right? I'm not gonna quit the game. I'm not gonna quit the game if I cannot win. I think I would say one thing you want to avoid doing is that like you gotta go into that Zenith Power event with that mentality that, oh, okay, this is it, right? Do or die, right? If I cannot win the city skin, I'm gonna quit the game, right? I don't recommend you guys to go into that event with that mentality. I've done something similar, and it's not good. It's not very good. Back in the day when I was playing one of my first ever MMO, there was like I used to have like one of the I used to have like one of like very rare and strong weapon, and it was +9, right? It was a +9 weapon, and to get it to the next level, the ultimate form, I had to get it to +10. And to get it to +10, I have a 8% chance of failure. A very high chance of failure there. And I went for it. I like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade it weapon. If I fail, I'm gonna quit the game. And that's what happened, right? I went in, I take the risk, and I fell. Like with 8% chance for failure, I failed the weapon and I quit the game. Kind of like it's not to looking back right now, it's probably not the best choice, not the best decisions that I made back then. I would definitely, I think you definitely have to plan out like what your backup plan is if you want to still continue playing the game even if even if it thing doesn't work out, right? Just like in life, right? When you try something, right? You want to try something. Sometime or a lot of time you're going to fail, right? You're not gonna quit. You're not gonna quit on life because you fail at something, right? You gotta continue. You gotta keep on living, keep on trying, right? And that is what I'll be doing with my account here, right? Like regardless of whatever happened to the upcoming event, I think I still gonna be able to do well. Like, especially right, I've been bowling around a lot with me being rally. Getting more power will definitely help me here. And it's as I mentioned, right, with like a 50% chance of winning the events, I am taking like a risk here, right? In life, gotta take the risk, and it is my chance. I think it is my chance right here, and I am willing to take the risk. And to be honest, there is no way you can guarantee yourself 100% chance of winning the event, unless you're one of the mega spender like this guy right here, uh, like dark cookies, right? Unless you have a million of gems that you can get like 100 million powers without any issue. Then you can say, oh, okay, I have 100% chance of winning the event, right? I am not dark cookie. I'm not dark brownie. I cannot do that. Um, so, so like another thing is that people might ask me, okay, so how am I going to compete in KvK if I run out of resources and speed up, right? Because if I'm going to train 45 million worth of power in T5, by the time Kingsland open or level 7 pass open, I will probably pretty much out of gold. I think I will still have some other resources here, but I think in terms of gold, I'll be running out of gold, and even for speed up as well. But like, I am not worried too much about speed up. I think the thing I'm worried the most about is the gold. So I will definitely have to adjust how I fight when I don't have resources, right? Or I have a low resources. As I mentioned, also that I'm going to gain a lot more troops that I could use them to feed, structure, reinforcing rally. Like, I am not the type of player that want to keep my power very high. As long as I can maintain my 5 marches on the field, I am pretty happy, right? So anything that I'm going to be training in Zenith power event, I can definitely use them to help Kingdom 1860 with KvK right here. And this KvK is still pretty long as the time goes. I can still farm more resources on all of my farm accounts and my main account as well, which can help me fighting, right? Keep on like working, keep farming when I'm fighting, right? Multitasking, right? Simultaneously. Uh, so so that is my game plan. That is my game plan going into the Zenith Apparel event. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Or if you guys have any other suggestion for me. In terms of resources, I think I'm pretty good in terms of resources here. I can definitely push. I can definitely push up to 45 million power here. I think I'm pretty good. I am pretty good in terms of gold as well. I have around 450. I would say I have around 400 to 500 million gold on my other farms accounts. I can definitely transfer in here, and by the time I transfer the resources in here, I should have enough to train 45 million power, just DeFi only. So let's see, guys. Right? Let's see what's gonna turn out when what's gonna happen when Zenith Power event come. Right? I would definitely keep you guys updated in terms of like when that event happens. Thanks for watching the video, guys.